Hey, have you ever had one of those days where nothing seems to go right? And at the end of the day, you're looking back and you're thinking, I'm not going to do what I should be doing. I'm going to go find someone to talk to hang out with, a friend, a gardener. Well, that's why we are here together. I just need to talk to someone. And it needs to be about gardening because that's what this channel is about. Welcome to our open chat. If you're in the replay, thank you. Tell me what is going on. How's your weather? How's your garden? We do have a poll going for those that come in live. What is it even? What's your current garden mood is what it says. Excited to plant, just harvesting, taking a break, garden's a jungle right now. Maybe you're in preservation mode. Tell me, what have you been preserving? Maybe it'll inspire me. I have, the crisper drawer in the garden or in the garden. See, this is the day I've had in the kitchen. The crisper drawer in the fridge in the kitchen. I have one that is stuffed with cucumbers and it's spilling over into the other one. And there's also, I got to have carrots and apples and oranges and lemons in there and some Magda squash. I have patty pans to deal with. I'm starting to get a tray of tomatoes, but it's all the little baby ones. The cherry, the grape. My plan for those for a quick win is once they're fully ripe, because I picked them when they were just blushing, is to get them in bags and put them in the freezer. And I like to add them to a slow cooker or an Instapot when I do a beef roast or a pork roast, because I don't usually cook chicken in that method. I like to bread and fried chicken or grilled chicken. That's it. I don't like cooking it in the oven or any other way. Hold on a second. So as we go with our show, I can tell you a little bit about my day. It's not technically all garden related, and I can't tell you the worst of it because it's too personal, but I am just appreciating you for being here, to being my garden friend. So let's see who made it to the show. We have someone quietly listening, prepared, thriving, wellness family. Shh, thank you. Yes. Thank you for listening. Jay Dixon says, hey, all in bath after much gardening. What a fantastic relaxation technique, a coping skill that we have after our wonderful therapy of gardening. Sometimes we need to possibly add some herbal bath teas to our bath. If you've ever made those from your garden, let me know in the comments below. Sharon, you made it. How is the jewelry earring job going? We talked if you were doing holiday ones, and we were talking about, I think, Christmas bulb themed. Are you doing Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas right now? Because usually, I don't know if you sell at a farmer's market, I can't remember. You have to work ahead, like work on Christmas in the summer, work on Valentine's Day during Christmas. I don't know. I don't know the schedule. I'm not a crafter, but stay as long as you want. Miss Sharon, you made it. Hello, you are a member. Good to see you. Mother Earth Garden Club made it. You are a member as well, I think, is what that little circle is. It looks different than over here. You're green. Yeah, okay. Mobile tech, I would love to have my chain link fence covered with grapes in the summer. And I know nothing about growing them, though. Interesting. I wonder what's on the other side of the chain link fence and how much sun your chain link fence gets. I know that grapes have their own calendar schedule technique. I hear about it a lot. I've planted grapes. Like, I tried to keep grapes in containers alive through a winter. I might have brought them in the house. And when I planted them out, they didn't grow anything. And then I bought more grapes and I put them actually in the ground, but I didn't shade them. I think they have burned up. I think the sun has unalived them. So, not a grape grower at this point, but I know it can be done in my zone 4B, 5A. I have to get the right kind. What I'm looking for in a grape is probably completely different than you, Mobile Tech. What I'm looking for is a table grape that's seedless for eating fresh. A lot of people grow massive amounts of grapes, and it's to do juicing or wine with. Um, there are people that talk about once I don't know what the parts are called of the grape. There's like a woody part, and then it puts out other stuff, training only so many to the fence, and there's pruning that needs to be done, and there's different tricks to put on the grape clusters, and I don't know what to feed them with. It's a whole nother page of technique, right? So I hope you get that vision, that dream. It is good to dream in the garden. It's good to have something to work towards. You're seeing an empty space that needs filling, and I like that. Oh, who else do we have in here? Bowtie, life in the garden is still awake. What's going on, Bowtie? Oh, jungle is your vote. Jungle in the North Florida? I don't remember which way to say it, if it's north or central or somewhere in Florida. Is Bowtie life in the garden? Jay Dixon says, filthy, tired, and sixth, wasping? Oh, is it that one that is that nest you were trying to take out? Okay, tried to help two ungrateful gardeners, too tired to eat abundant produce. Oh no. Oh, the wasp sting, it just makes me hurt thinking about it. Oh my goodness. I know I have a stick. It's a roller stick. It's clay and activated charcoal and probably something else. It's a drawing salve that I'll put on a sting right away, and then you wipe it off after like a couple hours because it's just like a big black goop. Um, and then I get like I have a different cream. Oh my goodness, Jay. But I'm number one already. Are you really? Yeah, the crowns show up on the YouTube side, not on the StreamYard side. Oh, Marketplace Boutique. Hey, it's a jungle and harvesting. It is growing and doing things good. That's fantastic to hear because you had kind of a weird start to gardening. I don't know, because didn't the tree fall on your garden? I thought it did. And you had help resetting it, getting it ready. I'm glad to hear that you're harvesting. Yeah. Mother Earth Garden Club, bowls of cherry tomatoes, beans, cucumbers, starting to collect marigold seeds and petunia seeds. Ooh, I was looking at the marigolds today because I have finished, I think, filming all of the little pieces for the August garden tour. So make sure you are subscribed to get the notification for when the video comes out, because now I have to edit, a month's worth of what's been happening together on my phone during my spare time, which I could be doing right now, but I'm here instead because I just needed a smile and I needed to talk to some people. The day had a lot scheduled with it. Marketplace Boutique also just took a lovely bath after gardening. There you go. Bowtie painted 2 exterior doors today. Lots of sun. Must be the chain link fence. Cool. Okay, it's 270 pairs of earrings from Sharon, and working on Halloween and Christmas earrings soon. You must have really strong hands to be doing that. Janet Potter, good evening, everyone. Oh, Carol. Okay, so Carol, sidebar. Privately, I have to get a hold of you to tell you what the H happened between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. because I cannot talk about that part of my day online. But I can tell you guys my day from 8 in the morning until 6 p.m. because it's just a lot. So I don't know if I'll send it tonight or if I'll wait till we see each other, because I don't know if I can wait that long, Carol. Because it's just a lot. It's a lot happening. Because you know the story. Anyways, painting. I think that counts as gardening break. Hey there, Shawnee Grows. Everyone, be right back. Laying kiddo down. Oh, you probably didn't even hear anything I just said. You're really good at watching replays, so we'll see. Mobile Tech says, I want eating table grapes. Ooh, and you want green ones. And then, yeah, do you care if it's seedless? or seeded, right? Something to ask yourself is, what zone are you for the grape growing whenever you go to the nursery to buy a grape plant? And then, does it need a pollinator? That's all I know. That's all I can say. I don't know. Confused about it being only 9 to Jay. Something about summoning inner Tony O'Neill. Is it something she said? It must be about the comment that I read. I don't see a different one. Seedless. Yeah, me too. I don't want to be messing around with seeds. Jay Dixon says, discovered that a crop a person has in our community is serious, dangerous, need to carefully remove immediately? Okay, wait, what? Somebody is growing something on purpose in your community that is dangerous and needs to be carefully removed? Or was it an accident? Or was it something wild that blew in? And so now we're guessing. And Bowtie says, Brugmansia, question mark? And then he's like, not Canada. I say, I'm never going to remember that. Northwest Florida is Bowtie. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll remember Panhandle better. I could say that probably. Oh, Carol is sore. Fibro is trying to flare up. How about yourself? To Bowtie. Okay, Marketplace Boutique says, yes, we had 2 tornadoes. And the garden is doing great. Fantastic. Is your garden just for fresh eating? Do you preserve? Do you give away? Do you sell? If you don't mind sharing that details. Okay, Jay Dixon says velvet leaf weed or something. On phone will be more accurate later. Okay. Oh, you know what we were going to do together? We were going to make a thumbnail for this live stream. So maybe we should do that before I forget. Abutilin theophorasti. Oh, that stuff is Chinese jute might be the plant that is having a problem. Is it poisonous? Well, if it's velvet weed, it's apparently used for skin irritations. If it's invasive, yeah. You know, should you get rid of it? Yep. There's a chemical that slows and stops growth of some crops that it omits. It's been used for fiber for making ropes, nets, textiles. The leaves and seeds are edible. Just because something is edible does not mean it is palatable. We've had that. Good night, Sharon. Thanks for saying hi and contributing to the conversation. You make your jewelry. What is this? Southeast Florida, south of Palm Beach Island, but north of Boca Raton, where I lived for many years. Oh, CR. Hey. Hello, garden veteran. It's so weird that you call me that. Excuse me, sorry. How's it going? You got snow yet? I'm sorry, I'm laughing. You get snow before me. Okay, so let's go and do this before I forget, for real. We've done this together before. If you haven't seen it, I use resources to create thumbnails. So this is how I got the poll. The current garden mood. Sorry, I have to clear my throat. Okay, the second one that I could have done is if you could magically grow one crop instantly, which would it be? And I can put different polls up if we want to play this game. What's your garden style? What's your garden happy place? I thought I was going to say dance. And then what's the easiest crop in your opinion? Those are all the polls it gave me because I said I want to create an open chat gardening live stream. I've had a bad day and I just need to talk to some people. Let's write a poll. So now I need to say, let's write a prompt to create an enticing. I don't know. Some kind of thumbnail. I don't know how to. I want people to click on it. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so it's an open chat. It should feel warm and inviting and personal, not instructional. Right, we're not doing instructional. So if we type in bright, earthy background with soft green, warm tones, a friendly gardener, I don't want weird AI people in my picture. Bold text reading, let's talk garden and life. Okay, I like that. Easy to read font. Include subtle heart and plant icons for warmth. Make it feel like an inviting hangout, not just a tutorial. The vibe should be cozy and conversational, as if friends are gathering in the garden to chat. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy it the way it is, but then I'm going to edit it. Over here, I got to go to vidIQ. It's a free account that I have. That chat GBT is also free. And then we're going to go to Canva, and that's free. I don't pay for the extra stuff. Bells and whistles. So here's how. Oh, I don't want to pay for the bells and whistles. Okay. I need the create thumbnail, and we're going to put the prompt in, but we're taking out the weird person part. Let's see here. Maybe we'll try it this way. And then we get to vote. Bowtie is sore. Attic work was yesterday. Oh boy. The painting, the fences tomorrow. Dead on Friday. Okay, so what's the difference? A, B, or C, guys? I don't know. Or 1, 2, or 3. Left, middle, or right? How do you want to talk about this? Mother Earth Garden Club says, I sliced cucumbers and salted them. As they rested, I made mayo, sugar, and vinegar sauce and put it on cucumbers. Oh, yum. I see that often. Definitely. There we go, Mobile Tech. Just get a clipboard of questions loaded and drill somebody about it, because you just gotta if you don't know, you know? Oh, hey, Rick. Thanks for saying hi. Catch the replay if you've left already, just if you want to put this on while you're in the kitchen or something. And oh, Howie, greetings, Shawnee Grows. On my way to a wedding in the morning, flower arranging video going up tomorrow. Ooh, great day, Earthlings. I'm excited for that. Bowtie says it was our own attic. Okay, so you're comfortable then, maybe. They're wired for lights and power, so be able to plug in 8 of those rodent deterring devices up there. Well, what's a rodent deterring device? Does it make a weird sound? Or turn on a light, or has a weird smell? Jay says the crop that is about to flower, and we're all clueless. Link later to the correct name. Okay. Yes, good night, Sharon. This one. Thank you. I met you at Triple H's live streams. Holistic something. Homestead. I always just say Triple H. Oh, Marketplace Boutiques Garden is for fresh eating, canning, salsa, and freezing. Those are all good. Oh, that's right. Tony takes a bath. That's right. I remember that now. Good preservation. Yeah, it is very bad for crops. Yeah. I bet it spreads really easily too. I didn't check that part. Okay, scrolling. Tomorrow is the wedding. Like the one you've been planting for? Just use a sunflower. Somebody's revving an engine outside. Oh, Dave. Hi, everyone. I was cleaning elderberries. Lovely. Yes, remember to hit the thumbs up if you're here or in the replay. Oh, I'm going to watch the vids. Yeah, definitely. Are you kidding me? It has flowers in it. 2, I like the arch. Oh, yeah, there's a shape. Okay. See, I'm like looking at this like, what's the difference? Carol says, I like the one on the left. Okay, so this one has black text. Yeah, we gotta look at what can we, these two have green text. This face has heart eyes. Art is subjective though. Okay, CR says, I like the text in the left one better. Yeah, can we read it and see it? Tuck by V1, welcome to our gardening open chat conversation for watch hours because I've had a bad day. Let's see, Boche says middle, the right is too busy. Okay, so middle is this one with the sun, and the right is this, I don't know. Okay, Boche says left seems disjointed, middle allows focus, right too complex. Okay. Okay, Shawnee Gross text on left is better. This is easier to read. The black text. I don't know if you can see my mouse actually here. Oh, DCB's answer to question. Taking a break for the next few days. Tweaked my lower back this morning. You've been busy getting the fall bee stuff going. I'm so sorry you tweaked your back. Yes, please listen to your body and rest. Mother Earth Garden Club, I have a great, here, let me just stop that for a second. I haven't decided yet. I have a great tasting green grape, but they do all have seeds. Okay. But they're not quite ready to pick. Oh, that's just stressing me out when you do that, bow tie. Oh, DCBs, I wasn't even doing anything. I just twisted wrong. That's like the don't. There's so many sayings. Don't wake up wrong. Don't sneeze and fart wrong. Don't, the picture on middle, the text on left. Carol says middle is nice too. I thought you were going to say too nice. Either one of those two is good. So we definitely don't like the one on the right. I get it. Okay, gotcha. Cheat you the best. Yeah, I'm glad you got your bee work done too. Do you do that to everyone, Bowtie? Do you go on everyone's chat and time them? I'm just asking. I don't need any more stress today. I need a calm day tomorrow for real. And I don't think it's gonna be calm. Oh yeah, there's a storm. I didn't get to watch the show I normally watch. Thank you. I like the middle one, says Mother Earth. Oh, it's called like Texas Garden Party, the Garden Party podcast. There's a bunch of people on it. I was in there for like 5 seconds and they had brought up like a radar and wind speed of the tropical storm. And then I had to go deal with a problem. Carol. Okay, Vote says, did I read this already? Left seems disjointed, middle allows focus, right too complex. I feel like that's already been said. Yep, once over 50. Don't sneeze wrong. Okay, Vote says, I don't care most of the time, but as a facilitator in training, I'm trying to help. Right on. Okay, so when I pick one, does this really... Oh, you're still here, Rick. Hey. Are you excited for spring? Let's see. The sun in the corner, I feel like, is speaking to me. Not that many people are going to watch the replay for this style. Only the true people. Okay, so let's go to the sharing of the screen to finish the job here. So I picked the middle, and then I go over to Canva. And I need a thumbnail, so I pick that one so it does the whatever by whatever for me. And then I have to add the thing I downloaded. There, okay. So So I've added it to, and then I must fit it in, and then we can name it something, and then we can save it. And then we're done with that. Don't think I can change the thumbnail while I'm live though. Do I try it? Should I try it? Edit video. Mm-hmm. I think it worked. Save. Did it save? It's thinking. It's thinking. Oh, Carol says to Tuck by V1, I was looking at the proper extension cords for a gas generator. Can't find it at Lowe's till Monday. Looking at other places. Changes saved. Okay, good. So, take that off. If you haven't seen, we've done 2 shows this week, I believe. We did what to plant now for a fall garden, and we even included those of you going into spring. We tried to put some resources out there for you. Or if you're planting in the fall in the north or the south, there's a different plan for all of you. And then what did we talk? Oh, garlic. I think we talked about what to do with your garlic after you grow it, pretty much. So check those out if you haven't seen them. DCB says it's actually something when I was younger. I did it when I was carrying wood building houses. Every now and again, I'll do something wrong and aggravate it. Yes. Yeah, if rest doesn't help, you'll have to get some help with that. Oh man, what happened to my chat? What's that? There it is. Okay, Rick says yes, too cold. All right, you're ready for spring. I get it. Bowtie had the heating pad out in the morning. Carol says, I thought the sun rays were a bit distracting, but again, subjective. Well, it's saved in my vidIQ, and you can change thumbnails and titles, I think, as many times as you want on your content, and we can always make adjustments. Not that this one, like I said, is super replayable. A day or 3 is a great goal for recovery, DCBs. Try Granger. They're expensive, but they have quite a catalog. I don't know what kind of cords I have. Mother Earth Garden Club says, I don't have use of a car most of day this week. The grandson is using it for work. Oh, you're stuck at home. And it's weird to not have a car. So let's see. How long did we had one vehicle for a very long time, I want to say, but I don't actually remember. We had a child, and so anytime we had an appointment, my husband would take it off to come home with the vehicle, because instead of like me taking him to work and bringing home the vehicle, he just took the vehicle because of a schedule and hours working, and that was just what worked for us at that time. And now we have 3 vehicles, and part of the stress is one broke down today. So it's here. We have it back to where it lives, but it is not going to be driven till we make a plan and figure that out. Like he can work on his vehicle. So where was I going with this? Now that I have a vehicle, I can't imagine going back to the not having a vehicle. Not that I go many places or want to leave my house as much, but it is great to be like, hey, we're going to get up and go, you know. So yeah, I hear you. Hi, Country Homestead. Hello there, Shawnee. Susan in Australia here. How are you doing, love? Okay, so it was a very bad day. Now, when I say that, it could have been way worse. Like everyone is fine, everyone is here and home and healthy, and I have a place to live, right? Like we're very grateful and thankful. The weather's starting to get hot. I did have to water the fall garden today, and I let my kids play in the sprinkler that I used to water the watermelon patch, and I felt like that was a really cool mom thing. Okay? Swimsuits, everything. Then they started picking it up and touching it and dragging it, and they were starting to break it, and I got very upset because I needed to water the watermelon patch. So that got they didn't play with it anymore after that. And I got it fixed and I had it running. Um I'm gonna continue on with what happened in the day as we go here with the chat. When we get like a dull moment, I'll tell you guys what happened that I can share. I can't share all of it online because that's not safe. Other than all that, I'm grateful to be alive, right? Tech by V1 says the YouTube channel Project Farm probably has a video on extension cords. So that's really cool. We have a dual fuel generator for this property, and then just a gas generator at the other property, and we had to run it for 12 hours on Saturday. So if you haven't seen, what is it called? Storm Damage in the Garden, I think is the video. That's what we had to deal with over the weekend. DCB says, one day I will have my glorified body promised by the Lord. I look forward to that day of no more hurts. Hey, Outback Tasmania. I am back. I am here. I needed some people to hang out with, okay? It's been a day. So I'm surprised to see you here. Are you working? How is your weather? How are those little pepper babies? Did you keep them alive? And then, yeah, are you excited for spring? Because I was talking to Rick, who's in Australia, and then Outback Tasmania is in Tasmania. If they're sick of the cold, you actually get snow. Oh, Jay goes, I'm sorry, I missed the subcontext. No, I read that wrong. I missed the subtext that we were supposed to cheer you up. We're just going to saturate in the negative. Oh my goodness. What? You used to flip what? I used to flip and land on my back. Hard to, this is Carol talking, to try and do a front flip and could and slap younger me. Then indoor volleyball. Oh, volleyball wrecked my knees. Indoor volleyball in college, diving into the ground was fun, like whiplash. Volleyball wrecked my knees forever. Oh, and my wrists. I can't do it anymore. I feel like I'm gonna break my wrist. DCB says, "Oh, it looks like my fence height addition. Oh, is it working? Yeah, you've had deer situations over at DCB's channel. It's so nice when you figure out a problem, isn't it? That's like your brain on gardening. It's so great. This is the plant, the evil plant that must be banned in the community gardens over there with Jay. Jock is droning on about fall seed planting on the TV, changing it to funny cat and dog videos. It's like a 53-minute long video, Bowtie. Like 30 minutes. I'm not saying bad things, okay? It was great. But yeah, it was like 30 minutes of flowers he can still plant, and that's just... Oh, ChatGPT. Geppetto. It's his nickname. Thumbnail is active. Okay. And you can change them as much as you want. There's no like rules around that. Granger, if I'm saying that right, says Bowtie is pretty awesome for stuff like that. DCB says a day or 3 is all the time there is. There will be work to do. Oh, High Country Home says, I don't use the car much, but it would be really weird to not have it at all. It's one of those things where when you don't have it, you need it, right? Carol says, oh, I am here for you after. Okay. Excuse me. Bochay says, I have a 2004 Dodge Durango full of tools. $250,000 miles on it. I thought you were going to say $250,000 worth of tools. Yeah, the vehicle that broke down has almost 300,000 on the trip. But I can't remember if the motor, if it's its second motor and second tranny. I can't remember. It's not my vehicle per se, so I don't want to think about it. It doesn't affect me technically. It just affects the budget. which we had other unexpected budget crap today. Outback Tasmania says, I am at work listening, only seeing the chat now and then. Okay. Tuck by V1 says, my car's on its last leg. It'll probably be a long time before I can afford another. Oh, probably buy a used small shuttle bus and convert to an RV. Wow, you just jumped right over to DCV says, tomorrow will be better. They made a song. Here is that velvet leaf happening, the short version, very invasive, super bad for crops for a very, very long time. Harbors pest diseases, puts out a chemical, that inhibits crop growth, must be removed carefully and immediately. 2013 Dodge Journey, grateful we know a mechanic who has kept it going well. Yeah, the whole mechanic thing. My husband will work on it, and if he doesn't work on it, we have a cousin who will work on it, and if the cousin doesn't work on it, there's a friend that'll, there's this, we go through the line. I have a 95 G20 van. We have I don't know if it's a 2000 or an 02 or an 05. I think maybe it's a 2000 Blazer, but it's a manual, so it's rare for that year or something. And then 86 G10 3-speed on the floor, because I'm limiting the vehicles around here because we don't even have a driveway. Otherwise, we would have a whole field full. Okay. Yes, Mother Earth Garden Club says today that weed sounds super awful. Yeah, I'm glad at least somebody's got an eye on it though, right? Carol says, I know which type of cord I want, but getting it here before Aaron arrives may be interesting. How we forgot to get it. Oh, it's like a supply and demand situation. You can't just get it at the store. Do you want to tell me when Aaron is supposed to knock on the door? Best guess based on current weather patterns? Excuse me. Hi, Country Homestead. My first seeds started to germinate today. Happy birthday, little seeds, as Jess from Roots and Refuge would say. What did you plant? I don't think I've talked to you about this yet. Yes, this is the video, the storm damage in the garden. We didn't have any power. Yes, says, hi, Country Homestead. We get snow also in Victoria. Oh, bow tie, hush. There's benefits to velvet leaf. And then Jay's like, bow tie, read down to how seriously bad it is for crops. Mother Earth Garden Club, I only liked softball as a kid. Oh, for the sports. I was in bowling and volleyball and all the other stuff I didn't care about. I did other stuff too, but oh, Carol's talking about um like moves, dives to keep the ball in play. Yep. I was a setter. That was my position. I couldn't do it now, that's for sure. Outback Tasmania, yes. Sure am. It's another blue sky day and a lovely 14 Celsius. And yes, my seedlings are growing good. Okay, you haven't given up? All right. Jay says, sorry folks, videos must be 10 minutes or under for my time and attention. I did not play softball. Carol says she did too, to Mother Earth Garden Club. Oh, Jay's car free for 30 years. Yeah, you have a bike. Oh, here it is. Bow ties letting me know. 5 minutes behind in chat. Good. That means you guys are giving me something to read, and then I'll tell my story. It's not now. It feels like it has to be cooler than it is. It's not that cool. It's just my day. Oh, tennis. Yeah, that was a whole thing. Now it's pickleball. Do you have pickleball there, High Country Homestead? DCB says, Carol, no one tells us what we do in our 20s and younger. We'll come back to Hondas in our 40s and over. Well, I feel like they told us and we thought we knew better, okay? Just saying. Hey, Vase Place. What's happening over there? Weather, garden, how you feeling? What you doing? We're just hanging out. Oh, trumpet vines. Are you happy about that or not so much? Orange juice. You want orange juice? I had to wear this shirt today. Oh, Gandalf's here. Hey, how are you doing? How's your weather? Did you guys get rain? We're supposed to get rain. We have a chance of rain Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I believe. You planted spinach. Okay. Would not be my first choice. You must really like it. Vay's Place says harvested some Malabar spinach and nasturtium for dinner tonight. I love that. Growing food and using it at the table. That's good. Good combo. Good plan. Carol says, okay, I may have time. The latest maybe next week, or maybe it will go out. Yeah, we don't know the pattern yet. Okay. Jay says Johnny grows expectant look. Were you an Irish settler in Irish setter in volleyball? You've never heard High Country Homestead says never heard of pickleball. You might want to look it up if you care to know. It's like tennis, but it's not a tennis racket and the ball's different, but it's a court like a tennis court. And I don't remember the rules or anything, but it's super popular around here. Oh boy, Bowtie. Another 6 minutes of chat I get to read. Yeah, there you go. Then we don't have to say behind. Thank you. Carol goes, I could totally see you as a setter. Well, that's what I was assigned, yes. Oh, you found it while you were walking? Gandalf did not have rain. Okay, yet, though. So maybe there's some coming. Jay says, we are cheering up Shawnee. Yes, yes. Oh, Gandalf really needs the rain. Okay, well, I really hope you get some. Yeah, I agree, Mother Earth Garden Club. Maybe it's a Minnesota thing. We don't grow spinach very well, and I don't really love it that much, so I don't care for it. There's different Asian greens that work like spinach that grow just fine. Carol says Shawnee's garden is resilient like she is. Hi, Country Homestead says I do like spinach. I can use it in lots of things. I planted other things too, but they haven't appeared yet. Ah, the only thing germinated is the spinach. Yeah, it's, can be used all kinds of ways. Carol says best setters are usually mellow and analytical. You need a soft touch that is well placed. Sierra saw rain today. High Country Home said, I have been growing two types of spinach for about 5 years. One has 100% germination rate and the other one has 1%. Wow. Jay Dixon comes in with pickleball and tennis are both racket sports, but pickleball is generally considered easier to learn and play due to the smaller court, lighter equipment, and simpler rules. Vay's Place is waiting for this time next month to harvest the sweet potatoes. That's exciting. Bowtie says, Shawnee grows, my behind is sore from sitting too long in my recliner. I still got to say behind. Okay, so I had a very planned doctor's appointment, well child visit. I don't know if they're required, but I scheduled two kids back to back to get it done because of the timing of when you're allowed to take them. And I knew this, and I get anxious when things are scheduled and coming up. And it's in the morning, which I planned. I set the appointments. And so it meant I really had to get up. I think I talked about it yesterday. I needed to get up on time to offer children food and get them cleaned up and look little, put some clothes on and then drive. So I get to my favorite parking lot and it's full because I like to park and then walk to get to the door to the clinic. So then I go in the clinic parking lot, which I hate doing, and I sit there because I found a stall that was deemed okay for Shawnee's van. And I'm sitting there looking side to side. I'm like, no, we're not doing this. So I drove to a park that's my backup parking spot, and there was a spot there because we also had events downtown today, which I did not go to. Was not having people time. and walked and made it to our appointment, and we checked in, and there was drama with a child that I'm not going to get into, but it was the one that didn't have an appointment today because I have 3. And we're in the room, and we're almost done with all the things that you have to do. They give my kids, normally always, stickers, goldfish crackers, which I don't buy them at home, and then there was Scooby-Doo fruit snacks, which I also don't buy them. But it's a special thing they get at the doctor, and they know that. So my oldest is eating a fruit snack while we're doing the talking and the thing and redirecting a child, and we're in the tiny room. And he puts his hand on my shoulder, which is a sign of he wants to speak, but he doesn't want to interrupt the adults. And I go, "You're getting close to me. What, do you have something you want to say?" And that's when he did this. And he goes, "We need to go to the dentist." And I go, "We're going in 2 months. We're at the doctor right now. What did something just happen?" And he goes, "My my tooth is chipped." I go, "Your tooth is chipped?" And he didn't have breakfast. The only time he had food was when he went to this appointment. That was his choice. So I go, "Okay, open your mouth." And yeah, it looked like chipped, right? Like there was piece of tooth missing. It was pointy, it was sharp. I said, "Is it causing you pain to eat?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Can you drink water? And does it hurt when you drink water?" He said, "No." And the doctor, I don't even know if she was the doctor, like the person that was examining us was like, "What just happened?" And she goes, "Let me shine my light in there." And so she agreed. It looked messed up. So as we're doing hearing and vision for the other kid, I'm on the phone with the dentist telling them where I'm at and that what happened. And he's a patient there, and it's a small town, so they know who I am. And she's like, "Well, can you make it here?" And it was like a 25-minute window, or I had to wait a couple hours and maybe not be seen at all since it's an emergency. And I was like, "Okay, we will try to get out of here." We go by the gift shop, and of course somebody's like, "I want to buy blah blah blah," and we go buy the cookies, and like, somebody wants to buy cookies. We didn't do any of that. We got out of there. We made it to the, we have to cross the road through the stoplight, walk to the park because I had to park far away. Sorry guys, that's what I do. We get in, downtown's closed because of the thing happening, so we go around, make it across town, and I get there early, right? Hold on. And even the receptionist was like, "You made it actually." And I said, "I know." So one kid went to the bathroom. Kid that needed to be examined was playing with puzzles and toys. Third kid was playing with toys as well. He goes and gets seen. They come and tell me his filling came out. It was a 2-year-old filling. Now, this is my kid that's had bad dental issues since he was born. That's even a thing. He's just always has bad teeth. The other 2 don't. And there's a joke there, but my husband might watch the replay, so I'm not going to say it. And they go, "Yeah, we're going to put a filling in." And they have to tell me how much it's going to be, and I have to sign something. I had just gone to the dentist and used my HSA money, and I just ordered vitamins. So I see the bill. We have to pay all of the bill, and then it goes to insurance, and then insurance will issue me a check refund in the mail. That's the way it works at the place I go to. It doesn't work like that everywhere, and I'm not driving an hour out of town to go get free. No, I'm doing it the way I do it, okay? So don't change my mind. And I'm like, "Oh," so I sign it, and I'm thinking, I don't think I have the money for this. I can't get into the app because I don't know the username and password for the account. So I call the number, and then you get the thing, and it's like, "Nope, we don't have enough money in there." So then I go to a bank account, an actual bank account, and I'm like, "Well, no, we don't have money in there for this. That's for a bill. And even if I wanted to use it and replace it, there's not enough to equal the total between the 2." So then I'm like, "Okay, my husband has a credit card, and he's at work, and I don't have the card, but I know how to get into the account online, and I could get the card number." So I go to one of the receptionists, and she goes, "I need the 3-digit code on the back, the CVC or C, whatever that's called." And I'm like, "What? I don't have that in the app." And so I call, and he has no service because that's what happens at his job. And I'm like panicking, and I go sit down, and she comes out, and she's like, "Hey, don't panic." And I'm like, "Well, kind of am panicking that I can't pay this. It was $477, if you need to know. I told you. So then he comes out and he gets his token to put in the machine to get the toy, and we're cleaning up, and people need to bring their stuff that they brought and put it back in the bag, and we're going to the other receptionist that knows me, and I'm like, look, she told me we can't run this card without that number. What can you do? Because I can't be putting this on any other thing, and I'm just going to have to sit here in your office otherwise, because you're not going to let me go unless I put money on this. So she goes, okay, let's try it. And I had texted my husband, like, can you send me the stupid code? And when I got, it ran it. It worked. And I'm like, okay. So then when I got to the van, he had wrote me back, but I was like, ugh. I was not planning on spending money or doing dental today. And it was because of the doctor's fruit snack. That made me feel upset, right? So we go to the garden, we water the gardens, like I said. We did lunch at the garden. I had attended a wonderful podcast, gardening live stream from Emmanuel, and we met Connie from a channel that I don't remember. So check that out on the replay. She shared about her food forest. We talked about fruit trees and food forests, and she is in Florida by Daytona Beach area, zone 9B. So I got that done and cleaned up the sprinkler, got home, realized I needed to take some things back out to the garden. Not going to get into that, but I did that. Then I get a call that my husband's vehicle is breaking down. So then I'm prepared to go tow him or get a trailer, because we have access to those kinds of things, because we're not going to just call a company and pay a bill. We're not those people. We're going to do it ourselves. Many years with this man have we done things ourselves when it comes to vehicles breaking down, because we always drive stuff that's 30 years old or more. It's the life we've built together. I don't know anything other than that, right? So then I leave the garden and I'm on my way to where he is to see if he needs help, because he was almost home. And then he calls me and says, okay, I'm home. And I'm like, great. All right. Now, we haven't had a meeting to go over part order, estimated cost, plan of repair. He has to work tomorrow. He's going to take his backup vehicle, the van that he has on his channel. He's supposed to go to a van event this weekend. He's supposed to leave Friday. We also have to have a meeting about that, because that takes money and time. And are you still going? Probably. Knowing him, he's going to go, because I'm the responsible one. And he gets to do whatever he wants in La La Land. And again, I am sorry if you watch this replay. I don't mean it in a bad way, but it's the truth. Then even more stuff happens between 6 and 8 p.m. I'm getting phone calls because of things that were said about projects going on, is all I can say publicly. So I just have had it up to here. Okay? That's why we are here together with you. To just talk about things I like and to read comments and just no more. Oh, Carol. So this leads to a whole nother thing. I agree. Because I've had fillings that fall out and I'm like, what scam is this? What, because the place that we went to fix it is who put it in. Because if it was 2 years ago, he would have been at this dentist, because we've had different dentists for him specifically. My spiel with care of your teeth is fix it, keep it. Do as much to keep the tooth. Because I need my teeth for as long as possible. I don't know if it's true, but sometimes if you start taking teeth out, it like triggers the mouth to do bad things. I don't know what's true. But the husband, who has a different view on teeth care, has a conversation with our son, who had this procedure done with no numbing anything. They just did the filling. He sat in the chair and was so brave and did this today and identified that that's what he needed and took charge of his body and his care. It was so great. And then he comes in and is like, well, see my mouth? You don't have to keep the tooth. You can have it taken out. And I'm like, what are you doing right now? Okay, so that was another level of stuff. Bowtie says, no, that's not Bowtie, sorry. Carol says, poor little guy. I actually chipped my tooth on fried chicken the week I turned 40. My old filling pushed apart the molar so much it started to crack. Needed a crown. I've had a crown on a cracked tooth, and I'm still recovering. Now, I have to have a crown apparently next year on one that hasn't cracked yet, but it's chipping. And so I have to save up money for that. Gandalf is talking to Jay. That would explain why I don't see his comments. Oh, I don't know what happened. Bowtie says, oh, I have a spot at the UPS store, Walmart, and the church building. Oh, parking spots everywhere I go. Yes, I do too. An anxiety. I have a spot everywhere I go too. Thank you. Carol, I'm sure everyone saw this already, that my shirt is from the store of South Florida Sunshine Tropicals. They come in all kinds of colors. Flavors? I don't know where I was going with that. Okay, so Bowtie goes, you do you, and be proud you did. Jay says, at least that kid correctly let you know of his dental issue despite a terrible dental history. Yes, like, with everything he's had to go through, he must not remember it. Like, I would be traumatized at his age with the dentist, but he loves it there. Oh, a crown for me was, I think it was $1,200, and insurance didn't really cover much. Carol goes, right? I thought the same thing. Shawnee really works on communication skills with yeah, I do. I want them to be able to talk, you know? Miss Sharon goes, sounds like the doctor should get that bill. So sometimes they'll warranty it, but not 2 years out. Because I've had a filling come out, and it was under warranty. I did not get into it with them. I wasn't at that moment. I wasn't in the mood to argue. But at 6 o'clock tonight, boy, I sure was. I'll tell you that. Carol must be talking about that Florida gardener, Connie Food Forest. Her microclimate sounds more like a 10, A or B. Bowtie says Shawnee grows. My business card was put on hold when I paid for a ticket to a garden center event in that place, Springs, a week from Friday, that David the Good told me to go because he's going to be there. Oh no. They thought it was a fraud? Gandalf goes, I'm wondering if the doctor gets a kickback from the dentist. Like, I might have to take one of my kids to see an allergy person, by the way, in another town. That's another level to this being a parent thing. And, Carol, I can talk to you about that later. So do I message them and go, look, it was your fruit snack that caused this dental bill? Like, they're not going to do anything about it, but it might make me feel better. Here it is, the Growing Generations podcast, My Food Forest Journey. The channel, the live, all the things. Thank you for the butterfly love, Radio Jonesy. Oh, Hugo Homestead, what's up? We're just hanging out because I needed a minute with some people that I like. That's why we're here. Mother Earth Garden Club says, I never had money when my kids were living at home, and there was 6. That was my dream of thing. I wanted 6 kids. Yeah. We do grow every day in every way. That's right. And we do learn as we grow in all areas of our life. High Country Home says, wow, everyone has been having a week this week. It's just like, why? And then the storms that are coming this weekend have the same potential of the storm that happened last weekend that took the power out and the trees fell on 2 gardens. And thankfully, nothing else was damaged because it could have went way worse. I know, the man, the myth, the legend, Radio Jonesy from the Radio Jonesy Network. Oh, there's a train. I'm hearing a train. There's even pet drama. A dog threw up all over a bedroom that isn't my responsibility. So we'll see how long that stays filthy. Again, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I, re- I was borderline thinking I shouldn't go on the internet. I could take this live stream down, I suppose, but I want the watch hours. I think if you take it down, you don't get the watch hours. Carol says, on my way up to throw a gator at someone if you need me to. For real, let's just start the list. And Janet Potter says, let's just blame this weird week on, the full moon thing, I know. And then there was stuff in the news about, they think it might have been Starlink. There was weird stuff in the sky again. And then the bank interaction, whoever heard that story, I think I was on somebody else's channel about this person at the bank claiming things. It's been nuts. Craziness. Radio Jonesy says, wow, I'm on lunch break and Shawnee is going off like a fired up. This is not the fired up. I don't want to put fired up on the internet. I'm reining it in. Like, if I told the story of what happened between 6 and 8, I'd probably just swear the whole time. So we're just not going to do that. For everyone's safety. Okay? Jay goes to Radio Jonesy, Shawnee has a really, really bad day, and we're all giving her positive distractions and support. Yes. Oh, Carol goes, oh, did you see my short? Don't rush it. Scales fall off on their own. It is bizarre, but tasty. Oh, that weird food? Super tropical flavors to High Country Homestead. Okay. Bowtie says, today I was painting a door and an escaped, happy, huge dog charged up the driveway to the paint site and stepped in the paint pan. Luckily, I hadn't poured the paint yet. Oh, okay. 3 seconds later would have been bad. Oh, Radio Jonesy. I'm claiming Shawnee as my 4th daughter. She is amazing. Those are some strong words you have there in that sentence. I accept the claim. Mother Earth Garden Club says, I am not fond of dentists, but I take very good care of my teeth. Yeah, I didn't have any cavities until after I had all my kids, which I've talked about before. Okay, Jay says the channel was my food forest journey, and the channel owner, gardener, Connie Totman. So yeah, you if that interests you, anyone here with us, check out her channel. I'll have to put a link in the description or the comments after the show. We should support gardeners, right? Carol says, I am grateful for my placard, but someone used the spot next to me today that is supposed to be for unloading a wheelchair. No surprise. I was at Wally World. Oh, you had to go there today? Mother Earth Garden Club. Throwing a gator sounds like a hoot. I'd buy tickets to see that. Yeah, like under toss, whip it around, let go. What's the format for that? Oh, High Country Homestead says I need to go. Shiny lunchtime is over, and I have farm chores to do. Have fun with the farm chores. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out. Bow Tie says, yeah, the card people flagged it as the potential fraud. Yeah. Oh, 4 days later? You got to the bank, and with a few clicks, Brittany was my hero. I told them they should promote her to bank manager. Didn't happen. Oh my goodness, it took 4 days? And you had to go there? Like, I'll get a call, and they're like, did you do this, yes or no? And I'll just, yes, I did it, or no, I didn't. And then it's over when there's no more problems. Oh my goodness. Carol says maybe get the dentist to write that the gummy fruit did it and show them it was right after like get them involved too. High Country Homestead says it was lovely meeting all of you. Okay, so I just saw this on the other side, and Bowtie says, "Oh boy, Shawnee Grows, you get to read chat for another 7 minutes. Isn't that just so exciting? More watch hours." Yeah, I was looking. We made it an hour, everybody. Round of applause for y'all being here. And we're meeting new people. I love it. Gandalf goes, "Shawnee Grows. Sometimes everyone needs to vent, and that's what friends are for." I could overvent sometimes. Like I need to be like vent about what I'm grateful for versus the negative because I sure can focus on the negative really easily. I will point it out. You know, the Wickershire Project Off Grid is listening in. Well, hey, I'm just complaining and venting and hanging out with friends because I needed it because I've had a bad day. There is no learning lecture tonight. There's no educational piece to this unless it's on accident. Oops, I clicked it again. Sorry. Fox it outdoors. Hey, your live must be over because don't you have a live on Wednesdays? Is it hot there still, or did your heat dome leave? And the Wickershire Project Off Grid says just working. That's another reason why I went live because I didn't get a message that I was needed. So if I'm not working that job, I will work the YouTube job. Carol says our old pug used to love paint. Oh, what? Tabota, she would step through it too. Interior painting on Pergo too. Oh, Radio Jonesy, that's hilarious. Maybe I should be selfish and tell you to take this live down because we're in a race to 4,000 watch hours. Yeah, I have a dead end, what is it called? I don't know, dead air. Like there's that gap when I didn't go live for 4 days because I like hanging out at other places and we no longer have the access to co-stream things. Um, so now my hours won't move for a couple of days. So let's see what we're at. I think it's the same as yesterday. 3,149. So I think you're still winning because I think you were in the 50s. Well, you're probably more now because you actually been putting out content. Oh, the poll is still open. Okay, Fox, it says, so currently I'm unable to answer the current poll. I don't see an option for exhausted, worn out, and still needing to plant more stuff for fall garden. You still have to do all the stuff. I know. I mean, some of us are in preservation mode. The winner is Gardens of Jungle right now. Second place is just harvesting. Third place is taking a break. And we do have people excited to plant. I'm going to end the poll. And I'll put it on the conversation for you in the replay. And I can click on it and put it on the screen. Gandalf goes, Jonesy, I got you an hour today. It's good to help each other out. Yes, that fruit, that Monstera deliciosa fruit. Jay says, Australia Dental Care. Carol goes, she is my gardening niece, and this auntie is a Florida woman when I need to be. Okay, so good question, Radio Jonesy. Do you have allergies or do you have hay fever or is it just a cold? Because I'm sniffling. So I was crying earlier, and when I cry, I instantly get completely blocked. It's just hours of what's been happening, what you can hear. But yes, I did take an allergy pill today, or two of them for the dose, because I knew I was going to the stinky, moldy, dirty, filthy clinic. And because of what's been going on outside, and then we have smoke, wildfire smoke. So yes, I have allergies, but it's mostly because I was crying. Jay says it's a triple full body spin and gator release. There you go. Yeah, we'll see how far we go with the show. I don't imagine we're going to be 2 hours or anything at all. The Wickershire Project Off Grid says we are still taking votes on what seeds to plant in our 4 soil mediums all week. Latest Shire vid. Drop a comment to vote what to plant. It will be an interactive video. I must not have seen that one because I don't remember that question. I will have to check that out. Carol goes, yeah, Wally World had the pre-mixed paint. Oh, doing the monochromatic theme and also have a subtle crack to patch and the popcorn ceiling. Just sand it all down. Hate popcorn ceilings. Boche goes, I didn't have to go to the bank. I get to go to the bank and I get a rip your lollipop when I show up. I totally went to the bank today and grabbed a lollipop for myself and my flavor is cream soda. Brittany saves them for me out of the bag. Best part of any day I get to go to the bank. The flavors have changed so much since when I was a kid. The sucker flavors. Carol goes, laugh out loud to Jay Dixon. It's like those Highland games, only with gators and pythons. Wickershire goes, I'd hug you, Shawnee, but we both agree only one of us should smell like garlic and onions. Mother Earth Garden Club. I think I might pull up my bolted lettuce in the morning and plant bok choy. Yeah. That's part of the whole fall garden is evaluating what needs to just go and be done with and what can we put in there to benefit us. There is the My Food Forest journey. If we could support her, that would be fantastic. Oh, we have 15 people here, 14 maybe now. Fantastic. Let's see. I have a banner that might apply to this somewhere. If you're enjoying the stream, give it a like. It helps more gardeners like you find us. I also have live streams on Vermiculture, The Hunger Gap, and What Should I Grow My First Year? Check those out. And I mentioned earlier that we just did a show about what do I plant now for the fall garden or spring, depending on where you are. And hey, I have this garlic that I grew and harvested and cured. Now what do I do? How to store it, how to use it. Those are the replays for this week. And we are in process of editing together the August garden tour video. Oh, where am I? This was the poll I was supposed to put on the screen for the replay. You, there. There it is. Oh, Radio Jonesy's number is beating me. 3160. Oh, Carol, that takes time. I could edit out like the 3 minutes of me saying something I probably shouldn't. Yeah, right? Good point. Bowtie has 3432. You have so much more than me. We are helping Bowtie too for watch hours. His goal is February. Janet also has a crack in the popcorn ceiling. We do too. Over there. But this isn't my house. You're still planting. That's excited to plant is the 15%. Carol says I need to plant my fruit trees, but waiting for the rain to deep water the soil. Yeah, I did not plant my one of the fruit trees with care and love and water it because it's the furthest away from the water. And it has unalived itself. So just wait. Oh, Mother Earth Garden Club. My Amish paste tomatoes are huge and plentiful. I am still waiting for the tomatoes to blush, which is I'm in no mood to preserve or deal with anything. I need to juice the cucumbers. Okay? That's what we need to do tomorrow. That's what I could be doing right now, but I chose this instead. I couldn't do it right now. I have a helper that always helps me, and she would be very upset if I did it without her. Oh, those are not nice words, Bowtie. A couple lives, a couple lives, like 4 a week for the next 8 weeks. We usually average 30 hours a live stream. That's that's the live people with us. I don't know what the replay, depending on the views, gets. Because those people usually don't stick around for the whole show, like you guys that are in the conversation. Oh, none of your banks give candy, Gandalf? What did you should tell them and make a suggestion? Carol goes, laugh out loud, I can totally see my neck being permanently kinked trying to sand or scrape this ceiling. Oh, because of the outfit. Okay, okay. It wasn't fighting words. I get it. I remember. Oh, Gandalf is the gardening jungle. Whatever happened with your flowers? We were talking about a flower and if it changed color or was the color you wanted it to be. And I can't remember if we had a follow-up conversation. We might have. Oh, Mother Earth Garden Club, have a good night. Don't make yourself stay awake if your body says it's tired. Have a great rest. Oh, Bowtie says, my goal is February, but I would accept September though. Hopeful eyes. Oh, Wickershire has a friend. It says, I got one jealous angry sub that thumbs down every video. It's consistent. I think it's my ex-wife that found me. Oh boy. I don't know if I have thumbs down. Does it tell you? Like, do you have to go directly to the video and look if there's a thumb down? Or do you get like a notification that somebody thumbed you down? I don't think it's ever happened. I don't pay attention to it, I guess, either. Oh, Tammy Harder lurking while working. Sounds good to me. Radio Jonesy, no way. You're thinking of doing a 12-hour live soon? To get a big whack of watch hours? You're going to waffle in it and thinking of bringing up different channels? Well, yeah, you have to talk about other channels that fills the time on the air. How else are you going to do 12 hours? I mean, you have to walk away to feed yourself and walk and help the dog and use the bathroom. That's the one I think I didn't say. I don't really. So, okay, Radio Jonesy, have you discussed this with creators that maybe have already done it, or the creators that you talk with, that you talk shop with? Like, we all have them. Most of us have creators that we talk shop with, and how beneficial it really was, because that's not really super replayable. Now it is a way to gather a bunch of information, and maybe you'll have a couple clips that you could chunk out of a 12-hour live to make another piece of content with, which I don't think is your intention, but maybe it is. It would allow a vast range of people to tune into you, especially since you have an audience that is international. Those are just my quick thoughts. And if you do schedule it, you need to tell me, okay? Send me an email. Jay says to Bowtie, tried to send a seagull costume image, but it's too large in an email. Oh, Homestead Aquarius. I guess I'm sticking around for the end. Just getting here. Yeah, we're still here. My terrible, no good for nothing bad day. I don't know how tall my ceilings are. I don't have a clue. They're not that tall. Oh, you have volunteer. I was going to say lambs. No, yams. We're talking about yams. Wickershire goes, don't bother looking. It's in the analytics. So much stuff is buried in the analytics that, you know, click here, click that. What did I just do? Oh, it was jewelweed. Yeah, okay. The orange did not return. They did grow taller, though. Okay. Okay. Wickershire says, I use it to see what content gets searched hardest. Well, this reminds me of a conversation I had with ChatGPT. Maybe I'll share it with you all. Do you want to talk about it? So you know how you have a niche, a topic, a thing, a theme? You're supposed to. Mine obviously is gardening, but gardening is like a huge umbrella of stuff. So I was like, let's evaluate my niche and what's the next bracket called? Maybe it says it in here. Get uber specific with it. So I wanted it to evaluate my channel, and I looked at the top 3 most popular viewed live streams and videos and told it that, excuse me. Because, yeah, it's like I can't see your actual analytics. So that's when I was like, here's some information. And then, okay, what this tells you about your niche. Practical, sustainable gardening for self-reliance, teaching how to grow, nourish, and use your harvest year-round. So covering soil and regenerative methods, season extension, seed selecting, using the harvest. Micro niche is the word I'm looking for. So like growing year-round naturally, self-reliant gardening, soil to table. Like these might be shows or series or themes that we can incorporate in the channel and it makes sense. So then, of course, I'm like, give me some ideas. Talking about soil health a couple times a month, or just certain harvest hacks like fermentation, drying, herbal blends, seed saving, maybe doing some demo on a members only live stream. And it was like, do you want me to create a 3-month content plan? Which obviously I'm not going to follow. I'm only being told what to do. But I love brainstorming ideas, okay? So things I liked. Fermented garden boosters. That spoke to me. What was the other one? Of course, we're going to talk about winter greenhouses at some point. Growing year round without the grocery store. I know a lot of people have talked about they want to hear a list from me about a survival garden, which we have done a show, but we can do another one. I'm growing from your pantry. What are the best crops for making money if you're going to sell them? And what are the best crops to save money? Those are all lists that I will formulate at some point and we can talk about those. Was that the only ideas that really spoke to me out of this? But it wasn't. It was a fun exercise, right? To go, what's the micro niche? Like, what specifically about gardening do I tend to go towards? Because I couldn't answer it. I was like, I don't know. What kind of gardener am I speaking to? Because you can go in your analytics and you can look at age ranges, which doesn't make any sense based on my audience. What I see here doesn't match the analytics whatsoever. So I don't know what they're looking at. Okay, yeah, that was all I had from that. I'm going to go back to the chat now. If this closes. There we go. Okay, so this is why that triggered me. And then the other thing I look at is something that Radio Jonesy talked to me about. And it was like, look at what's been viewed in the last 48 hours. Look at when views slow down. That might be when you should put out content. But it's like at this point, I put out content when I have it. And it's kind of a lot sometimes, maybe too much, right? Boche goes, yeah, so our ceiling is in need of sanding off the popcorn. Why did they do that? Why? Why was this a thing? It drives me crazy. Lots to do. Texture to spray, tile to finish, pulling up. Floor needs 40-year-old linoleum. Sanding off. Cabinets to install. That's a list, Bowtie. That is a list. Radio Jonesy says, your analytical says 100% thumbs up. Oh, that's what it'll say. The LP Dimension, who is a member, welcome to the conversation of open chat gardening topics. And if you need to rant a little about your life or your week or your weather or, gardening, we're here. Jay says, I added the app for thumbs down only. What? Use it a couple times a year for people who really deserve it? What? That's interesting. Carol goes, even the haters are still interacting with your channel. Thank you, haters. Oh, well, it could be worse. It will be better. Everything's fine. Best Under Outdoors. Good evening, everyone. Hey, if you want to share about your gardening or weather. That's what we're doing here. We're getting some watch hours. Okay, we have some data coming in from Radio Jonesy's Experience, who did a 24-hour live, which nowadays would have to be split up into two. You'd have to have 12. Oh, I'm stretching. It was 2 years ago, and you got 500 watch hours. But I won't do that again. I definitely, that's impossible because I don't want my kids on the internet. I can't do 12 hours with just, my camera would be off and I'd be muted and someone else would have to be talking, which happens some places sometimes. It'd be interesting, okay, come into the kitchen with me or come out to the garden with me, which I don't have service for that, but interesting thought. I get that you want a big chunk. We're on a deadline here, right? I wasn't sure how effective or usable they were, so thank you for that. If you want to do that. Bowtie says old cabinets to repair and paint. Old countertops to remove. Leveling compound to pour on new countertops. 2 foot by 4 foot tile. Oh, we had tile put in at the garden and it was the big ones. It's really pretty. To lay on the countertops with metal trim. New sink to install. Janet says, Carol, I don't think I could live in a townhouse. I've been living in single-family houses since 95. So here in my neighborhood, my community, my town. Oh, hold on. A townhouse there's a wall that attaches you to somebody else's house. Sometimes the garages are in the middle. Sometimes the kitchens are in the middle. That to me is a townhouse. And usually there's a rule about the insurance for the property has to be agreed upon and split. The color of anything on the outside, garage doors, exterior doors, siding, color of the window framing, the shingles has to be agreed upon and be matching, mirror both sides. So I definitely am anti townhouse. It's also been called a condo, and sometimes it means you're not in charge of your lawn maintenance, but a lot of the times around here you are. And so that might not be what a townhouse is in Carol's world. Carol, volunteer lambs, that's interesting. The LP Dimension, I tried a couple hybrid peppers and they're quite tasty. One tastes sweet like a Jimmy Nardello, but has a mild jalapeno taste. But then the other pepper wasn't hot. Definitely going to save seeds again. Ooh. Oh, right. It does care about you, Wickershire. Radio Jonesy goes, yeah, 24 hours live was not a pretty look, and it took a couple days to get back to normal sleep patterns. That's what I hear from the 12-hour ones. The people that have done it, they're like, I'm not doing that ever again. It took me a week to recover. It was so hard. I got sick afterwards, all these things. It's just ugh. The LP Dimension says, but I know I'm going to need to get fancy or something because they'll continue to cross. Well, depends if you want it to happen or not. If you're doing a little landrace experiment, or if you want to, there's a word, seclude blooms to prevent cross-pollination. I don't think that's the word, but Bochai is going on about the walls to paint. All of them in great room, dining room, kitchen. After old wallpaper gets removed, paint the bathroom and hallway, dining room light chandelier to install new switches to wire. All regular things that need to be done to homes that are outdated. Yep. Okay, Carol has a story. We married in 95. Our townhome we bought after our first newly wed apartment to Janet. They were brand new, came with shutters and concrete poured, but 10 years there did my anxiety. The LP Dimension says, I meant mild jalapeno heat, but Nardello sweet taste. Oh, Bowtie might replace cabinet in the guest room and pull toilet. Oh, everyone always wants a new toilet to get the last of the tile up. Maybe you're not putting a new toilet in. You just wanted to get the tile out from under it. Paint the bathroom. New wiring for bathroom. Light, vent, fan. Yeah, I wish I had a fan in my bathroom. Vanity. Yeah, all that stuff's rotten. I can't talk about the house I live in. I just can't talk about it publicly. I'm very grateful for a place to live that I can afford. Carol says, I come up with ideas. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to show you guys. The idea generator. Let's do that. And a list and then lose it. Or get anxious about it being good. You tackle your theme so well. You are so thorough. I don't feel like I'm thorough, but I really appreciate the good vibes. So let's go and do that generated ideas thing just really quick for fun. Share. Let's see what it thinks I should do. Okay. I think it's under create. Titles, outlines, clips, discover, outliers, keyword, daily ideas. There it is. Okay. Welcome to Daily Ideas. Today's ideas are weekly homestead updates. What's growing this week? Very high prediction rate of being great. From tie rack to garden storage, creative repurposing. Is it a coat rack or a garden rack? Creative space saving ideas. Apparently those are things that are popular right now. And I'm not interested in any of that. So I will not talk about it. But maybe that helps someone else. Oh, trim. Oh, the hours it takes to have really good trim installed. New porcelain tile that looks like farmhouse chestnut. It looks like real wood. Do you guys have this stuff sitting in a warehouse somewhere, or is it already in the house? Shelving is good. Okay. Jay says popcorn ceilings, also known as acoustic ceilings, were popular for a few key reasons. They were a quick and inexpensive way to hide imperfections in ceilings and also offered some sound dampening. Yeah, well, look where we are now. Bojay says, with all that to say to Carol, that Mrs. Bojay says I can do a live in the year 2042 when I'm done with the house remodel. Oh, I closed the poll by now, the LP Dimension. Maybe you were here earlier. I didn't see the poll because I have you on the TV, but now I'm on the phone. I don't know what you can see when you're on the TV. I don't know if you can click poll. I've closed it now. I can open a new one, but Pest Hunter Outdoor says it is hot, high humidity, and dew point. Yuck. Miss Sharon will be right back. Carol says definitely with weeding, and the lamb probably will not stop with just the weeds. The LP Dimension, I still don't have any beans because the groundhog ate them. So, striped gopher, I think, is what I have at the garden. I might get some for fall. So I have the warm crop garden. Green beans did just fine. They have a wall of marigolds. Just, and then green beans. Fine, got them. Great. They're done producing. I planted pole beans in 2 areas to get to full maturity and dry to store for the winter. And the bottoms are terrible now. Like all the leaves aren't there anymore. They are flowering now, but I don't think we have enough time to get a mature pod bean dry situation. And I did just plant a new round of bush green beans. And the striped gopher might be the one who was eating the true leaves off the top and leaving the stem. But now I haven't seen it. Like, I just checked today, and the ones that are growing haven't been ate yet. But something ate my brand new lily that I bought for whatever % off when I had that in that short, I think it was. The whole thing every day I would go there and a little bit every day. Gone now. All the other lilies are fine. Just the one I planted got chewed on and is gone. I mean, the root is in the ground or the bulb or whatever. Look, I said root. Oh, the fog. We have corn sweat and wildfire smoke. Something about a side gig for a while? What? A busy man. I don't know what. The LP dimension. Groundhogs, raccoons, you can't stand, but rabbits aren't aggressive. If they can't get to your crops, they move on. With that said, I was bummed to find a small dead rabbit in front of one bed. We have rabbits here, and they eat the clover and the birdseed just fine. We have rabbit. I think we still have a rabbit at the garden. We've been working on that in our own way. But I haven't seen it eating anything that I care about when I mean, it's not really out when I'm there, but you LP dimension, I buried why is that word sounding weird? Buried? 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 It next to my nectarine tree. Ah, I didn't see much damage to it to explain death. You couldn't figure out cause of death? But there were 2 big fat ticks on its neck. Oh, barf. I hope ticks can't dig out from the soil. I don't know if they can. I maybe would have burned the ticks. Ooh. What was that? I really don't want to buy a house that has stairs. To just make that clear. Ooh, fur and feathers in the garden. Absolutely. Cool topic. Live stream. Pest Hunter Outdoors. Carol says, ours were designed like houses in the Keys, but they look so small when we go back to visit. Homestead Aquarius says, don't tell me what to do. Quote by Shauna Gross, 2025. Buy the book with the same name in 2027. Bowtie? What? It called you Smarty Pants? LP Dimension. Isolate the bloom. That was the better way to say that. Yes, I probably should because these are tasty, but that requires planning. Not procrastination. Yeah, being organized and effort and blah, blah, blah. I hear you. Let them cross. No, I don't know. A lot of people say with peppers, they just buy the true seed and they don't mess around with planting things they've seed saved from peppers specifically. I'm speaking about. I hear a lot of people have a lot of disappointment when they do that, so they just buy the true seed that they need. Pest Center Outdoors has very little rain in the last month. And Radio Jonesy made it back to work, listening again. Carol says, yes, ours was a foreclosure. There's a list of things. Miss Sharon is having a pickle snack. My daughter wants to dip her pickles in yogurt, but we're out of yogurt. This is the update, everybody. Bowtie put it out there. There's 8 minutes of chat, supposedly. 14 people watching. And, we are almost to 2 hours. We'll have to cut it at 2 hours, though. I gotta have a snack and go to bed and be up at a decent time for tomorrow's stuff. Yeah, Miss Sharon, that's perfectly all right. You don't have to use it. Oh, you did use hardware cloth. Yeah, I've seen people put it down and then put the hardware cloth down and then put the bed on top of it, and at the outside make an L so it's in the ground, and so when they come to tunnel under the bed, they hit that L of the cloth. I've seen it. I've never done it. The supplies are all purchased. $8,000 worth of supplies we got on my commercial account for under $4,000. That's amazing. Oh geez, then he would have to film it and edit it and say stuff and do Oh, whatever, Wickeshire. The only max that I can do is 720 because I don't have the paid version to stream out on StreamYard, and I'm sitting kind of far away. LP says the groundhogs ate the marigolds and wrecked the zinnias? That is terrible. Yard pirates? Oh my. Chipmunks, he says. That's from Pest Hunter Outdoors. Rats have been eating somebody's beans in their garden. Wow. I don't have rats. I do have a lot of mice, but I don't think they do much. Things are cute, yep. We don't want to chew up bandwidth. Oh, good, Jay. The LP Dimension says these critters move from one plant to the next. I hope yours moved on, but don't be surprised if they come back for those beans. They would eat some, then come back the next day and finish them off. I'm wondering if I should put I have some cayenne pepper left, and that's what I was doing on the lettuce and the brassicas. I don't know if they have the ability to taste spice, but I could put some on the green beans tomorrow. The side gig is the house remodel. Okay, gotcha, bowtie. Radio Jonesy says, did someone say stairs? Well, you wouldn't like my place. I don't want stairs. I want a rambler. Radio Jonesy says 2 hours. Now you only have another 10 to go. I am not doing a 12-hour live. What would that get? Okay, so if I started at 9 a.m. is the cutoff. Kids get up at 7:30, so I wouldn't be able to do that. And then who's going to raise them all day? Well, the latest I can stay up is 5 a.m., 4 a.m., and then I really can't stay up any longer. And the people that would come in after 2 a.m., like I wouldn't know any of them most likely. Now, it'd be a chance to get subscribers, I suppose, but it sounds scary. Bunch of strangers. I'm just kidding. Don't be telling Miss Sharon to go talk to the computer, bowtie. Oh my goodness. Oh, CR, you came back. Hi, we're still here. Hope your phone call was positive. The feral cats at Gandalf's has taken care of a lot of pests, he says to Pest Hunter Outdoors. Wickshire says, whatever happened to using copper rod antennas to capture the air energy into the garden beds? BS, speaking of freaky unscientific myths, you do not want ion charged soil. People are nuts. You know, anything for them to sell their weird stuff for a buck, right? There's even channels that are well known that promote things like you said and stated, and it's just like, LP Dimension, I actually do have hardware cloth on the bottom of the beds. I then put it around the bed, supported by lumber. Pain in the butt for me to work in them. By under, I meant sneak between lumber and wire. Well, Somebody was talking earlier, which I think they were just trolling, and they were asking how to get rid of some kind of vermin. And it's like, take away the shelter that they like, bring in a predator that'll eat them, trap them and remove them somehow, keep them out. It's hard when you grow things that are yummy. Oh, okay. Sierra says it's cool out, 52. It is 68 here, it says. Yeah, Carol, like, what overseas crowd? I don't have a crowd over there. Mm. Like, here, we'll have a commercial break and I'll play a video while I go get tea. Like, that would be the only other way. Because I don't want to have strangers up on panel. I'd have to know you. Radio Jonesy, you are living a musician's time schedule with those sleep patterns. Shiny? You would have made a great, great drummer. I like it. And hitting things, that's why I took up the drums. I used to have a roommate that was a drummer and I'm not going to say. We're going to stop talking. Roommate that was a drummer. And I never learned anything from him. I don't know if I could do the whole doing 8 things at once thing. I don't know. It seems like you have to really multitask with your body to handle drumming, right? I want my kids to play instruments, right? So I found piano lessons because my daughter likes the keyboard, but you have to be 5. Okay, maybe next year, right? I have bells with all the notes and a book, and it teaches about scales, and we go over solfege, I think you call it, like do re mi, and then the hand signs, and we talk about time and beat. But it's like they don't really know how to play an instrument doing the things we've done. So that's when it's like, well, I should take them to a class or buy equipment and have lessons that they watch. Maybe they're just not ready. Now, I don't want to force them to do anything. I can't remember. I think I asked the boys, what instrument would you want to learn on? I don't remember what they said though. The LP dimension, I've then added large quantities of mash wrapped around, maybe it's mesh, outer hardware cloth. I think that's done the trick. I hope so. No sun at CRs. Those are my favorite days. Overcast days, I like them a lot. I don't like when the hot sun is out. Yeah, Jay, the animals are like, thank you for this convenient organic buffet that you grew for me. It was probably voice to text. Thanks, Bowtie. Good guess. I'm sure you're right. Carol wanted to play the drums. Oh, yeah, I played the flute. I played the flute? What? I played the flute. Wow. I liked it. Oh, the recorder. We have the recorder here too. And I'll sit down and do like hand and counting, and none of them care for any of it. They just want to play it their way. And it's like, not, I guess I need to have help teach this subject. I had a triangle and the yellow rubber piece, so like when you ding it, it hums, is missing. Guess you could use a rubber band now that I'm saying this. And I don't know where it is even. Oh, the harmonica is another one that they like to play a lot of, which I don't teach them anything. They just do whatever they want on that. And then we do have rhythm sticks. There must be people talking outside because I felt like I can hear a conversation or a TV or something playing, and nobody else is doing anything in the house right now, so that was bizarre. But the walls are thin and the windows are worse, so. Um, the LP did mention my yard is super wild, so that really doesn't help, as the critters are right at home. But so are the birds. Yay! Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Well, we're so used to autocorrecty, mistypo-y stuff in our reading text lives that we're in, so we usually figure it out. Radio Jonesy, yes, 2 feet, 2 hands, and one more appendage that I could utilize. I thought that was funny. For drumming, Carol loves overcast rainy days too. Oh, I almost went to a class where you make your own hand drum. But I didn't because, if you know me, you know me. And but I did participate in a drum circle. It was very loud and overstimulating, and I wasn't a fan of it. I'm not going back. Carol was asthmatic, so the flute ticked me off. Well, I think it would have been worse if you played the clarinet. After multiple times of holding a note for more than 4 count, I accidentally dented the crap out of my flute. Oh, accidentally? Yeah, I don't want to participate in another drum circle sesh. Not the style that I had been to at least. It's too much. Too long. Too many people saying I needed to participate and blah 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 blah. I also don't like giant crowds of women, if I'm being honest. Don't like it. I feel very out of place. We're just gonna put that right there on the internet. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, since tonight's not the regular show, I'm not going through the whole normal spielies that I do. I do feel better. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what to put in the description. I was gonna see if there was a fluent topic or thing that we were solving that came up in the chat to maybe put in the description to key people to come over and listen. Because right now it just says let's get some watch hours. But honestly, I don't know. Carol goes, people have a hard time clapping in unison. Bowtie says, overstimulating. I have taken to wearing my work headset ear covers with microphones that I can turn down to acceptable levels to reduce my anxieties. That's new. It really helps. I like that. I do have a kid that appreciates ear protection. If we're somewhere that's too noisy and too much, he likes wearing them. I think I might get looked at funny because I definitely would like to wear them too some places. And I did when I was in the children's theater before the show started. I put ear protection on. Like not little baby earplugs, ear protection because I was just wanting to crawl out of there. It was so bad. It was a great experience my children probably won't remember, but the show was Frozen and we had never seen Frozen. So like the night before we watched the movie and my daughter very quickly loved all of that whole thing. So that was fun. She's a singer. She likes to sing stuff. She likes to make up songs. She just always wants her mouth moving. Is kind of the Jay says, I never pressured anyone in the drum circle. Some people did not play for curious reasons, okay? Oh, LP Dimension, I still haven't really gotten going with the fall garden. I feel crazy. So you normally fall garden, it sounds like you understand the concept of it. And I was just going to ask this in Michigan 6A. This isn't going to be an actual answer because it's hard to do that. You might have frost anywhere between October 17th and October 31st. So how many days until October 17th? 65 days. So anything with 65 days to maturity, you can plant. If you want things to go past 67 days, they need to be hardy. So you've got time if you want to plant a fall garden. All right, we are gonna say goodbye at 2 hours, so in 4 minutes now. And I appreciate all the thumbs ups that have been happening. I've realized I haven't moved. Ouch, 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 ouch. You know, you do these lives and you forget to move. Has that ever happened to anybody? This is why I don't know what, I don't have one of those working tall desk things. Like, what, a 12-hour live, Jonesy? Really? Carol goes, I carry a sensory kit, peppermint oil for smells, foam earplugs, and sunglasses. I can't find my sunglasses. I have prescription sunglasses that I don't wear. I refuse. I hate them. I can't. It's too dark. Ah. Okay, Bowtie says, those ear protectors are becoming much more common for adults. Wear them if you feel better. I wore them to very fancy restaurants. Oh, I would love to wear them in a restaurant if I even go in. I don't go in restaurants. Out on Outlast, 2 cruises and shows and bars. Yeah, that I would definitely need it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go hide. The temps feel like fall, says CR. Good night, Carol. Yeah, if you have blurry vision, it means you're tired. I'll hit you up tomorrow. We can have story time about the craziness that's happening over here. Nobody's in jail, but you know, the LP dimension. I normally get going on it late, so my plants aren't as established as I'd like them to be. Right? Yeah. It just takes longer for them to be more mature too because of the short light hours and um, cools off at some point. It doesn't feel like it's going to cool off, but it will happen at some point. Like we were sitting on the deck that is new at the garden, looking at the green lush of life everywhere and the flowers blooming and the wind and the temperature, felt okay. So you only have like one layer of clothes on. And it's just crazy to think that 2-3 months is the normal time where it all completely changes and we could have everything covered in snow. Is so wild and I really appreciate it. I'm a big fan of 4 seasons. Lately, our winter doesn't start until January and only goes till like March, which is also great. I'm okay with that. I do have a requirement that we have snow on the ground for Christmas. Um, so I don't know what's going to happen this year. You know how they predict what kind of winter are you going to have? I don't even think I've looked at it because I don't know. I don't know why. Because it's coming so fast. I don't know. Pest hunters outdoors. My hearing is shot. I don't need your protection anymore. Bowtie says ear protectors made those last 2 cruises so much more enjoyable. You're never going without them again. Yeah, how do you go back? Once you know the beauty of that, there's no way to go back. Yeah. Radio Jonesy says you could hang out with my drum circle of friends and get high just sitting there because of everything everyone is smoking, but not me. I'm drinking my Pepsi. They weren't smoking at that. This was a drug and alcohol free event. Um, I don't know. Okay, got it. That was supposed to hearing protection. Pest Hunter Outdoors. I don't even know what it said. I don't need hearing protection anymore. Okay, that's what I was supposed to say. Bowtie's trying to math it out. OP Dimension, I definitely have time, but I do cover 2 hoop houses. Yeah, season extenders. I do cover 2 hoop houses for winter. I know I need bigger plants to do better over winter. Yeah. I don't think you were in the live chat for our what to plant now for the fall garden, but I hope you were able to get in the replay. It sounds like you already know everything though. Homestead Aquarius says, good night all. It is 2 hours, as I say 2 o'clock. So let's get to the end here. Jay says, when my landscaping business was super busy, I used more power equipment and hearing protection. Now I appreciate no vibrations and quiet with hand equipment. CR did a stream standing. Yeah, I would love to stand up, get down, sit down, get up, Carol goes, good night, Shauna. You can vent in my messenger if you still need to. I'll turn off my notifications and hit it in the AM. Yeah, while the story's still fresh. Good night, everyone. Jay, Janet, Carol, Wickeshire says, hey, Shawnee, I use high def headset. Sounds like Rice Krispies popping when you stretch it. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I mean, should I bend my knees for you too? Easy. Easy, Shawnee. Okay, gotcha. Oh, yeah, LP Dimension. Yeah, my gardener has a sale. 40% off seeds till the end of August. And then okra seeds must be new. Well, does he grow his own seeds for the store? Or did he hire a farmer to? I don't know, I'm just asking. Jay says, I have been watering my gardens twice daily and have the most lush, tall plants ever. Are you using any fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, plant juice? Says, I know, right, Wickeshire? He does have super cheap packets. I don't know how many seeds are in the packets. I've had a couple seeds from him and I don't remember why. Like if I bought it or if it was gifted to me, I don't remember. It's not somewhere I usually go to order seeds. I mean, not for any reason. Yeah, what is it? What's 40% of $2? Anybody? Without I don't I hate math. Yeah, it's the end of the year. So seeds for 2025. So most are viable for 2026 still, except for onions. I don't know what this comment is about. That is what it is. Uh, I don't sleep, says Wickershire. Oh, you nap. Yeah, in your chair. Hey, Emmanuel, we were talking about your, I don't know what it's called, Growing Generations podcast. Over on your channel, that live stream that happened today, we talked all about it. So hopefully you get some more people over there to catch it in the replay. And you're awake. Hey, what are you doing awake? It's late for you. Yes, we are on our way out. We're saying our goodbyes. I had a bad day, so it was really fun and great to have everybody coming in and help. See you, Gandalf. Um, yeah, as my nose is starting to clear up, I'll have to put some cream. I don't want to do a nasal spray. Yes, good night and thanks, says Gandalf. Thank you all for joining us, says Miss Sharon. Take care, CR. Bochai says, and my gardener has a bunch of farmers that grow their seeds. That's what I thought. Oh, LP Dimension. Oh, sorry, Shawnee. I meant he's also in Michigan. And he just planted more. Oh, like on his channel. Okay, yeah. Because, yeah, he's got that new, should I call it a farm? That new land? That's big place? He planted okra? Is he putting it in a high tunnel? I'm lost. That's a hot loving crop. And if it's Michigan, like you guys get, I'm lost. What? He's growing it to get a harvest? Or to like green manure it? Jay even confirms that my gardener deals with farmers for seeds. $1.20 is the 40% price of $2. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bowtie said it? Oh, he must be talking about the... Okay, yeah. I was like, you didn't say $1.20. Luke, yes. Ethical, good guy. Bowtie missed today's show. Let's see. Catch the replay tomorrow. You have all day to listen to YouTube while building a fence. Hugs from Jay. Where's Jay? There you are. Thank you. Somebody just started some motor for something I don't recognize. This is when I normally run to the window to see what it is because that's me. And if it's a motor, I gotta go see it. Look at this. What is this called? Is this like a super sticker or something? Can I heart it? Yeah, I can heart it. What's this button do? What's this button do? Thumbs up. It says, keep up the great work, you little legend. Thank you, Radio Jonesy. And I can say thank you so much for the support. That means the world to me and helps keep this garden growing. You just planted a seed of kindness right here. The motor thing is driving away. LP says my question's exactly about him growing okra. He posted it on the Facebook. Oh. Yeah, what's his intention? Bowtie finished the cat video? Oh no, you really played it that whole time? Terrible. Okay, so thank you for spending a part of your day with me talking about gardening in general. Be sure to check the description for a video answering what is vermiculture and a link to become a channel member. Remember to grow every day in every way. Thank you all so much for helping end my day on a positive note. We have something happening in the chat. What is this green thing? The LP Dimension gifted a membership. What? And so we have to say, woohoo, we got a new member sprouting up. Welcome to the garden. And who got it? Resourceful Living Homestead received a gift membership from the LP Dimension. That means it's story time. But I think we're going to save it for the next show because I do have a story ready, but I think we'll read it next show. I super much appreciate the gift. Resourceful Living Homestead, you'll get your email and you know what to do, hopefully. With that, make sure you use your membership to your advantage while you have it to see all the things that we put over there. And we all know to please like this video and share it out with other gardeners so we can help grow the channel, and subscribe for our August monthly garden tour and share it out because we need to hit our goal of 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. Because I want full monetization because they're going to put ads on the thing anyway, so I might as well get my 70% cut of it. It's already gone. I don't know which one it was. Somebody must have had a friend over because I didn't recognize it. I know all the local sounds of motors. Thank you, members. Put out your emojis before we go. Teats Treats. Someone gifted me a membership last week. Thank you, whoever did that. Yeah, isn't that fun when you receive a little present and you're not even there and you get the email? You're like, what? Isn't that cool? So yeah, use your memberships if you have them. I've been trying to put things in there for you. I don't have a live stream scheduled, but we'll do it maybe probably sometime for members only because I don't know how to do that yet. Okay. What a fun little ending. Excuse me. So, back to the, where's the thing? This one. Grow every day in every way.